In part 59, just wanted to say what I'm about to say may be actually theory, not necessarily the truth, but the truth should be made known or sought after and found. Um, okay. It seems as though when Israel isn't willing to make peace to a small handful of Iranians, and I say a small handful because it's a large country. So when something happens, it's usually a small percentage of the society of Iran, not Iran acting in full by themselves. Um, but again, a small handful of them, not all of them, is what I'm saying. Okay. So using violence is how it seems these few are trying to get what they want out of Israel, a peace deal for the Palestinians. Only violence isn't the solution. It's not a good way to twist someone's arm and get what you want. It's not going to happen that way. It has to be mutually beneficial and decided upon agreement, and that's for the Palestinians to resolve, the Israelis to solve, and the people of Jerusalem to resolve, and those that would help. Perhaps the UN, perhaps the United States still has a hand in this. I don't know, but I definitely suggest the UN help in this endeavor. Uh, my question is, how does Iran get money to Hamas? Somehow they get money to them, and it's enough money to. It may not be just money. It may be a threat. You do this or else, and here's the money, and go to the fence, and all this, and what's going on there. So I'm not saying Hamas is entirely blameless, although they may be forced to do. I'm not saying they should. I think they should reject it at all cost, maybe. But um, this is what may be going on, and they're instructed by a small amount of Iranians to do these things. So let the truth be known. Find out exactly what is going on, and stop Iran from giving money to Palestine because it's not wanted. Now, there should be other money coming from elsewhere, though, but how much I do not know. And Also, the truth should be made known about Hamas and what the truth is about them. If they're being under duress doing what they're doing, then maybe they're not as bad as they seem. But it needs to be proven one way or another whether they're terrorists or not. Can they be worked with in a peace settlement or not? Um, and I hope that they can be redeemed and shown in the correct light, being good people and looking out for Gazans, and also thinking about the peace ahead, working with Israelis. Um, Now, if they are proven to be truly at heart terrorists, then of course they probably shouldn't be the government of Gaza. And something would have to happen in that regard. Some sort of change is what I would suggest. But something tells me that Hamas is really on the side of good, even though it doesn't appear so all the time. So if this can be realized, what is really going on, and Hamas is blameless, um, or in most part blameless, then I think that right away the main problem being the lack of peace, the lack of agreement, the lack of non-conflict being a problem. They need they don't want. This is what I truly believe. They don't want all of Israel. They don't want to kill Israelis. They don't want this in truth. Um, but um, at the same time, they want the neighborhoods back that the settlements were built on, and that's important that they get that land back, and maybe something else. I don't know, where the lines should be drawn. I think it's already been pretty much mapped out, and then we need the train, as I've said before. You can go back and look at that if you want. And Israel may want a train from Tel Aviv to Palestine. I mean excuse me, Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, and like that. And the train I speak of is from Gaza to the West Bank and to Jerusalem. And but something has to be done about those that would intercede from Iran into the dealings of Hamas and the people of Gaza. That may be the heart of the matter, stopping that, finding out exactly what's going on. And then the truth about Hamas. What are they exactly? Their status. I hope that they're proven to be innocent, and can be worked with from Israel. If this is so, then immediately so. I think a peace accord should be drawn out and an agreement be made, a pact. You can exist, we can exist. Jerusalem will be the capital city of both, and a multi-ethnic, multi-religious area. Um, and, and it doesn't mean that each of the countries has to be exclusively one religion. Israel or Palestine doesn't have to be just a Judaic state or an Islamic state, but maybe something else in there, agnostic. Um, there are atheists in Jerusalem as well. There's nothing wrong with that. Uh, People have their own beliefs, and if they belong there, they belong there, and that's how it is. There are other, there's Christians there in Jerusalem, so whatever it should be. But post haste, quickly find out what is going on. I mean, if Iran is giving money and under duress, Hamas is acting unlike they would if they had the freedom to act as they could, blackmailed or something to that effect, that should be known, and that should be prevented, a situation like that. However, so a small hand of Iranians are doing this. It should be prevented, and then also Hamas should be known for what they truly are, not for how they appear or what they have been 20 years ago or whatever, but present day, who are they? And then immediately, or if not immediately, it would mean that they're not proven to be the government of Gaza. They shouldn't be the government of Gaza, and then a new government formed. But regardless, there should be a new peace accord drawn, and most soon. I mean, as soon as possible. I mean, maybe as soon as these facts are shed light, a peace accord being drawn, because this is just getting way too out of hand, and the Gazans are being squelched, even though, and they may be being bullied by certain Iranians. So let's resolve this quickly, and Godspeed, and God, Allah bless, and take care.